What's up, everybody? It is the Ring Report. We are back with a hot session, another hot show.
Hot.
This is the Ring Report. I am Eric Battle. I am the best moderator on any podcast, anything WWE, and this is the Ring Report again, the best WWE podcast in all the nation, in all the world, in all the universe. Let's go. We're excited about today. We got a lot to talk about. SummerSlam is coming up. SummerSlam is coming up, so we're gonna dive in these matches that's taking place for this two-day event. And then also too, we will take a moment to talk about Hulk Hogan. We lost him just yesterday or 2 days ago. It was actually 2 days ago. We lost him 2 days ago, and so we're gonna talk a little bit about Terry and his contributions to what we call our World Wrestling Entertainment. Well, Carrie, what's up? You ready to get started? You want to tell everybody how they can connect with us, how they can engage with us, how they can communicate with us. We everywhere though. We're everywhere. Let's let them know. Let them know.
If you haven't already, please like, comment, share, subscribe, smash that subscribe button. Tell your friends, tell your mama friends, tell your daddy friends.
Tell your enemies. Tell your enemies.
You know, just come on, tell us. We are on our way to 10K. Thank you guys. We just hit 7K today. Yes. And be sure to hit us up on all of our platforms, the Ring Report podcast on all platforms. We're also on Spotify. Make sure you check us out on TikTok. We are TRRP005. Make sure you hit us up on our website. We are WWE Shop affiliate, so make sure you spend a little something. Give us a little something. We appreciate you so much. Couldn't wait to see you guys today. Hope you all had a great week.
Manyan, we need that manyan. Storm, what it is, Joe.
What's up, player? What's going on with it?
Yeah, ready to get it in today?
Yeah. Let's get into this SummerSlam rollout.
Let's do it, man. Old Great Bearded One, what's up, baby? Got it in
What's
today?
Actually, sir, it was a relaxed day today. I mean, I didn't go as hard as I used to. The wife kind of saved me from the heat. So I may have a little more energy than, previous weeks when I be coming in off the field. But you know what? We gonna get it today.
And shout out to all the wives, take care of their husbands, because y'all know the husbands, we knuckleheads sometimes. We appreciate y'all. We got a wife on our podcast. Come on, somebody. Hey, blah, blah, blah. But listen, we appreciate all the wives.
I mean, when I'm looking like that, I'm not looking like that before somebody come get me. I'm not I was making that case because of y'all.
Hey, listen, no, because you know what? Hey, listen, they say, hey, Dwayne, you want to do 4 games? Yeah. Man, it's 101 degrees out there. My wife was like, man, you better keep your tail in the house.
Yeah, about to pass out. Hey, so listen, we get ready to start, Law. Let's do it. Y'all know how we start the show off. We're going straight for Horsemen. We're going for Horsemen. Again, if you are paying attention and you've been rocking with us since January, you know what this segment is about. 4 Horsemen, who we giving kudos to this week. And then we're going to do our best to try and compare them to a 4 Horsemen. We start. Can I get 2 claps? And a Ric Flair. Come on, let's get it. Come on. Oh, Great Bitter One, we starting with you, baby. We're going to start with you. Start the show off right.
Started off right? Well,
yes.
I'm running it back. I'm going to go Roman Reigns this week because you know what? A man that don't have to wrestle a match, ain't wrestled a match since WrestleMania. And he just show up on the scene. Everybody adores him. Everybody loves him. The pops is crazy. His promos be crazy. He just walk in and he just soaks in the adulation. He ain't got to be in an official match, but you know what? Again, he's the needle mover. So this week, Roman's going to go as my horseman. And at this point, I'm not even comparing him to nobody because right now, he's moving at a class by himself.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to be honest with y'all. At first, when the music he chose when it first came out, I was like, oh. But but now that thing hit. It has that. It has that. Oh my goodness! It
grabs everybody.
Oh my gosh! It has that the glass breaking like Stone Cold. It has. If you smell, I'm talking about. It's noticeable. You know what I'm saying?
It gets the same reaction.
Yes.
When you hear that glass break, you went nuts.
You already know who it is.
Only thing we missing is my man yelling. Oh wait, what's my man? They used to holler, Stone Jerry Jr.
Jim
What song we?
Ross.
Because he that glass used to break. Stone Cold, Stone Cold. That's all we missing from this right here.
Crazy.
Carrie, what's up? Who you got? Who you got? Who you got today? Four
Well,
Horsemen. Talk
I
to
guess I am
us. Running it back. Come on.
running it back again. 3 weeks in a row, I believe it is Naomi because she
She's
is.
scared.
Is no one that is entertaining me like this. Like she rolled up on Stephanie McCurl.
Wait, that's how you say your name?
However you said, and it was so. She is just so comical, and it was this one part where when she's interfering in the match between Io and Stephanie McCurl. And when Rhea's music hits, she looks, but she still can't. Because I'm always wondering why, when the music hits, the people in the ring just stop. She looked.
gotta get a couple more in.
Yeah, so she is just so entertaining. I think Until I thought about doing Jade because she jumped on.
I jumped on Chelsea.
The other day, but
Jumped on.
Not Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
Jumped on her.
Chelsea's a trip. But anyway, yes, I'm gonna go with Naomi. And she's starting to really she's giving me Jeff Jarrett vibes. Just being just
That's the only thing that's missing, right?
yeah, that's the only thing that's not
Not
missing.
Jeff Jarrett
I
vibes.
love it. I love it. She's giving me Jeff Jarrett vibes.
I hate that he was in the Four Horsemen.
He was there for a few minutes.
He was there for a cup of coffee in the big time.
Yeah, it's okay.
The fact that we even say his name and just Four Horsemen, it just
Him and Paul Roman, like what you want?
I'd rather him.
Give me Paul Roman. Give me Paul.
No.
I'll take Paul. I'll take
Jeff Jarrett in the NWO.
Listen, you know what?
I'll take Pain and Glory over.
Can I tell you what?
Anytime.
Here's my first
I'll
moment.
take Pain and Glory over anytime.
Here's my first moment of disrespect.
Well, Hercules, man. That's where I remember Paul Roman from. I'll take that.
Eric,
I remember him from the Young Stallions.
Hang on, my first moment of disrespect this afternoon. I'd take Sting in the NWO before Paul Roman and the Four Horsemen. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's very disrespectful how you just did that Sting and Paul Roman in the first place. We'll edit that whole.
No, don't edit it because you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't. First taste is disrespect. That was blatant, sir.
Yeah, right.
But what I'm trying to say is, you don't. When you think of Sting, you don't think of NWO because he did not need to be in a faction. He was a dude by himself. I'm trying to give him his props. Backhanded, but I'm trying to give him his props.
He was a Wolfpack. He was Wolfpack. All right, Storm, who you got? Four Horsemen. Talk to us.
This week, I'm gonna go with Dom. Dom is wilding this week. My man went into the doctor's room.
Yes.
Adam Pearce had to chase him the whole episode till Adam just blew it and lost it. Look, either you go in there or you can give me that title. Which one you want to do? Because I'm tired of it. Went in there, AJ. He was looking real thirsty till Dom bent the corner, hit him with that clipboard. I'm cleared. And I'm going to see you at SummerSlam. Oh, this man got his shoes on.
Loved it.
But then he decides it's not over because he decides to swing over to AAA and interrupt the match between El Vikingo and El Grande Americano and Dragon Lee and takes the AAA Heavyweight Championship with him. He didn't leave it. He took it with him and decided that he's going to be in that match at their biggest show of the year in a four-way now between Vikingo, El Grande Americano, and Dominic Mysterio and Dragon Lee. This man is literally going around putting his name everywhere. Calling himself a two-time champ right now.
Well, he gonna need
him with Brian Pillman.
He gonna need that chip after AJ take it off him next week, but it's okay.
He might not take it off of him.
He might not.
AJ gonna take it off of him.
That's what we
AJ ain't played the
think, but I don't know.
valet. He ain't played a ballet. He ain't played a medic. He ain't do all this to go ahead and lose into next week. Because he asked for this. I mean, I guess that'd be an example of be careful what you ask for. But he's
And I
been
could have put
chasing.
AJ Styles in my four
He been
horsemen.
stalking Dom for like what 2-3 weeks now, sending him
But shout out to AJ.
cakes.
Just shout out to AJ Styles just for doing it, man. Because it's
That's what's
funny.
hilarious.
It's funny.
And the New Day was like, "What the hell? Like, what is he doing?"
It's funny.
And
Man,
he still
it's
kept
funny.
mopping even after
Yes,
He did.
Move,
He did.
watch your step, it's wet. Like,
Ain't nothing wet down there. The mop was probably dry. He just
yes.
moving, man. Good gracious.
The New Day was
Oh
like,
man. So you said you comparing him to
Brian Pillman, loose
Brian
cannon
Pillman.
style.
Okay.
okay.
And it's crazy. We talking about Dom. I'm telling y'all, man. If we had this podcast back when we started,
Oof.
I called this a long time ago. I knew, but the crazy part was when he showed up in the AAA event, the crowd lost their mind when he showed his
When he took
face.
that
When he
mask off,
finally showed his face, they lost it, man. I said, "Hey, Dom, because I look at Dom now, he don't look nothing like he looked when he first. Like he's a whole nother just person, individual walking into his old. Shout out to Dom, man. If it's in you, it's in you. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Dom.
Shout out to his pops because he said that's the only reason why he's still wrestling is because Dom.
Yeah.
Who's his pops?
The deadbeat.
I don't know. Hey, doing my research, I found that they had a custody match.
Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
They had a custody match.
Please. That's enough. Cut it out.
Anyway.
That's enough.
Hey,
it was a good match. It was a good match.
I seen it when he was trying to shake the ladder, and Eddie looked at him. He was like, "That's a little hard." I was like, "Oh, look at Dom. He's so cute."
Back in the day,
Yeah.
he claims that Eddie Guerrero is his real father.
Eddie Guerrero on top of the ladder. What the hell is Vicky? Nobody understood it at that point in time, but apparently Vicky was supposed to come down earlier, and she missed her cue. But Vicky said Vince held her in gorilla and told her not to go yet. But Eddie was still hot, so Eddie yelled at the top of the ladder.
Look what we learned.
Old Vince.
Old
All right, y'all.
number one.
So you know me, I'm going to shake it up. So I'm going four horsemen. Four horsemen today. Here, I'm shaking it up today. I'm going with the Jelly Roll himself. And what's crazy is if he starts wrestling, he just need to use the name. Just go ahead and just be Jelly Roll. Be Jelly Roll in WWE. But I'm gonna tell you the reason why. This is the reason why. So y'all, we talked about it. We talked about it from the onset. Kerry talked about in the beginning in that daggone interview with Stephanie McMahon, how he dedicated himself to lose weight so he can move around in the ring. So this right here helps me to understand how serious somebody is about wanting to do something, right? Because legitimately, he could have just been Jelly Roll and just show up and be an appearance, but he took it serious. This is why the slap in the face Travis Scott gave us, because he didn't take the actual gig or the actual spot seriously. This is why I'm going with and rocking with Jelly Roll, because although this is not maybe natural to him, but he said, you know what, I'm gonna take it serious, and said I'm gonna lose some more. And he said he's gonna lose some more weight. But then he's just doing all of the things. He brings wrestling to the Jimmy Kimmel show, choke slams. Logan Paul, shout out to Logan Paul because he set the spot up too. You see him knock over the because he knew he was going to get slammed through the table. But it was it was just working. Great choke slam. But then in the ring, you know, my last four horsemen piece was it won't funny. He was actually moving. I was surprised, but the actual tribute to Big Boss Man, that kind of it really, even though you know what I'm saying, I thought it was because I ain't seen that in a minute. And he actually caught him, and Logan Paul. If anybody right now is working, is that young man right there. Like I'm gonna give you kudos, but Jelly Roll, thank you for being a celebrity who actually is taking it seriously, right?
Okay.
And in this moment and in this climate, and what we're doing, you always got people saying wrestling is this, wrestling is that, but you got somebody fake not losing 100 pounds. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you say what this and that. You can't fake losing 100 pounds to get in the ring,
And talking
right?
about he want to lose 60 more.
And he
I'm
want to
gonna
lose 60 more pounds.
I'm
My
gonna tell
man
you
said he's
this.
gonna do a moonsault off the top rope when it's all
And
said
if he
and
do
done.
that, if he does that,
Yeah.
Swanton bomb, listen.
He gonna be my horseman that week. Gibbs. But I'm gonna say this here. When I seen Jelly Roll as your horseman in the notes, I was like, wait a minute. 2 weeks ago, you made Logan Paul the horseman because he tore
I
up
did. I
Jelly
did.
Roll's equipment.
He didn't want to hear that. He
I,
said he didn't want
I
to hear
did.
that.
So okay, listen, okay. So you came with with logical, lucid reasoning. Okay, I can give you that. You know what? And that's exactly why you are the best moderator on the best WWE podcast today. I give you that.
I appreciate it because again, when did he choke slam? When did he choke slam Austin Theory? How that was what
SummerSlam last year.
was some that was last year. So literally, he took a year. Literally, he didn't jump into it. He actually took a year to say, "I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing right." And literally, Jelly Roll,
He,
shout out to you, man, for
he just he just didn't
stepping
show up
in.
like he just didn't show up like Travis Scott.
Come on. And he lazy and don't want to move. We ain't even talk about you today. But if I had to compare Jelly
Logan
Roll,
Paul ain't getting no black eye like Cody Rhodes, but he keep getting
Ooh,
a busted lip. And his boy keep bleeding from the mouth, man.
because he talked too much.
he keep putting his face in there.
In
He
position,
got a he
he keep putting his face in
got a
position.
glass. Yeah, he got a
No
glass. He
wonder
got a
you don't
glass.
box no more. You got a glass jaw, boy.
He got a glass. That's what I'm saying. He got a glass jaw for real. He keep getting in it and keep bleeding. So if I'm going to compare Jelly Roll to anybody, the person I will compare him to, and rest in peace to him, he just don't have a pet. I'm gonna compare him to right now Mongo. I'm gonna give him Mongo, Mick
Ooh,
Mongo. I'm gonna give it to him right
Because he
now.
came from
yeah,
another profession
yeah.
Yes,
into
sir.
wrestling. Yeah.
That's who I'm gonna
But
give
so
it to.
did Lex
That's
Luger.
my comparison tonight.
Rest in
So
peace,
that's who I
Mongo.
want to give it to. Yep. So that's who I want to give it to.
That was
And
dope.
Go, Mr. Michael.
shout out to our four horsemen again. Come on, y'all. That's our segment. Can I get 2 claps? And a Ric Flair. Woo! So that's our segment for the four horsemen. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, we want to know your four horsemen. We want to know who you thought this week. Can you top ours? This would be a great faction. Can you top our four horsemen? So now, when they come crashing down in the so listen, yeah, we had some shocking news over this last week, right? We couldn't even get through the morning of Malcolm Jamal Warner, and then right, Ozzy dies, and then here it is. On two days ago, we get the shocking news that Hulk Hogan, Terry Bollea, passed away. 71 years old, cardiac arrest. Had some neck surgeries taking place, but transported to the hospital, didn't make it, and there's some controversy, y'all. Y'all know it's been controversy since he died, and so several wrestlers have spoken out. There's other people who are still standing 10 toes down on business about all of what's happening. And so today we're gonna, curve our show a little bit just to talk about his contribution, what he stands for, our thoughts, and again, and for those who are watching this show, what we're talking about today does not excuse how we feel about what he said in certain areas and what he did to certain wrestlers, right? No one on this show wished death on anybody. But what we want to talk about, but because we can't talk about WWE, we can't talk about wrestling without talking about Hulk Hogan. So 71 years old, but y'all, we grew up watching that yellow and red come out that daggone backstage come out gorilla. And if anybody got pops from back in the day, it was him and Dusty Rhodes, right? But Hulk Hogan took over, man, and took wrestling into mainstream, right? Hulk Hogan used to have us crying. I mean, listen, excited, right? I always told myself I'll never be a grown man hollering after another grown man. I ain't even holler. I ain't even holler after Michael Jackson. But Hulk Hogan had people enamored, glued, right? And so, your first thoughts when you heard the news, y'all. Storm, your first thoughts when you heard the news about the living, the prior living legend dying.
Mm, I'm gonna be honest, because somebody asked me out in public because they know about the podcast. I'm indifferent. I was indifferent. I'm not hurt, but at the same time, I'm not happy either. You feel me? Like it doesn't bring any joy to the situation. I've seen the memes, the post, everything. Everybody is pretty much one side or the other. Me, I can't forget or neglect everything that he did as a character. The person is a whole different story, but the character made us believe. If we was in kayfabe, he'd still be that guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, without anybody finding out about his personal business, they still would believe he was that guy. So I'm kind of like, when I heard about it, I was indifferent over the situation. But I do, you know what I mean, wish his family my condolences.
Yeah, yeah.
And I
Carrie?
hope they come together.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
You
I'm sorry.
good? You good?
Now you said you hope they what?
I hope they come together in this time.
Yeah, yeah. No, I
And,
definitely agree.
and
Yeah. Carrie, your thoughts?
Uh, well, my son texted me telling me the news, and then it was so bizarre because then I got like three other people that
Mm-hmm.
was like either tagging me or or texting me. Um, I don't know if I was this. I was. I guess you could say I was kind of indifferent too, because y'all know how I feel about Hogan, Hulk Hogan, and I guess you do have to separate the man from the character. And for me, hope y'all know Hulk Hogan was it. It's Pops, Hulk Hogan,
Yeah.
Pops, Hulk Hogan, and then everybody else in between. But it, that was my dude, and he really disappointed me. He really
Yeah.
disappointed me with that foolishness. But my husband used to laugh at me because low key that wasn't the last straw for me. The last straw was just seeing how he was to his peers, to like his friends, the backstage politics stuff, like that type stuff. It was just like, man, dang, you on a good dude all the time. But whatever. I do hope that his family were able to make amends. I know that Brooke hadn't spoken with him in like since 2023. They said that her husband tried to reach out and he was kind of cold to her, and blase. But he also she had twins, so I don't know if he got a chance to be a granddad or whatever. But like Storm said, the memes and all that other stuff, that's not for us to, what he was doing, that's not for us to figure out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was like my husband said, he want a fan, but he ain't gonna sit there and try to wish death on a man. And I'm not gonna waste my time posting a bunch of negative stuff. I think it's a lot easier for the public who aren't wrestling fans to post that stuff. Because I'm like, if you are a serious wrestling fan, like, you don't feel a certain way, just
Yeah. Yeah.
But whatever. Hopefully, I know he got. Don't start. I know he got baptized. So maybe
He did. Yeah, he did. He did get baptized.
maybe his last years was some good ones. I don't know. You can't deny what he's done for sports entertainment. There would be no Ring Report podcast. We're all we all grew up watching it. So yeah.
Oh, Great Bear the One.
Sure.
Thoughts? How did you feel? How did you feel when you heard the news?
Personally, I was shocked. I heard it from you guys text me. My wife texted me. My director, who knows we have a wrestling podcast, she was like, "Do you know Hulk Hogan passed?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm just finding out." And I was just like, "Wow." I mean, we heard the news that he was trying to work up a new promotion and whatnot. And I was like, and I thought about how our personal feelings were towards him, but then I got to thinking, okay, without him, without Thunderlips, where would WWE be? And I was like, and you know what? Maybe the reason he was so successful is because at the time he became popular, he beat the Iron Sheik, who was allegedly Iranian, and USA was going through this time with Iran during that time, and he became an American cult hero. And I know that day. Listen, I know that dude was my sister's dude for real. But I really didn't start gravitating to him until he became a heel. I'm sorry. When he became Hollywood Hogan, he just became a true character. He would come out with the title. That used to be hilarious. And he did so much for the sport of wrestling entertainment. I mean, he was entertainment. I mean, Hulk Hogan, Hollywood Hogan, Terry Bollea. His personal characteristics aside, he was that guy, and it was just like, wow, I didn't realize he was 71 years old. You figure, wait, so he's 20 years older he's 20 some odd years older than The Rock, about 18 years older than The Rock. So me and The Rock are the same age. Dwayne Jackson, Dwayne Johnson, same person, and they had that match between the two of them. You fighting a dude 20 years older than you? Hey, wait. I thought he was Jake Paul, because Jake Paul only fight boxers 20 years older than him.
Icon,
but yeah,
think about that statement he made.
Yeah, but it was sad to hear. I was kind of indifferent. It was just like, damn. I mean, that's all I can say was, damn. That's mucked up.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't feel no sad. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was sad, but I was just like, and I just looked at where would this sport be, or where would the WWE be without that crossover that he pretty much created. I think he's responsible for all the characters that are going back and forth. The Rocks, the John Cena's that's doing movies and still trying to wrestle. He's responsible for most of that.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be very clear again. Indifferent, yes, but when I saw it, I thought people were trolling. I thought it was a joke at first. And then I went to the comments and I was, because I had seen it before Kerry texted it in the chat. I had seen it, and I was reading it just to make sure, because I don't like putting people's stuff out there until I know it's for real. So I'm reading it, and I'm like, wait a minute, this is real. This is real. So then we started texting.
And when TMZ reported, you know what's going down.
And then it's funny because I was at work, and me being at work, there's some security guards, and so one of my security guards is there. He loves wrestling, and so the other guy, one of my is like a brother to me. He's on the mic, he's on the walkie-talkies. He was like walkie-talkie he was like such and such to such and such. We got counselors in the building, and they was like, yeah. He said, well, can you let such and such go for a little bit so he can go? And he let him go because right now he kind of going through something. And then, because I knew exactly what he was talking about, then he said my name. He said, oh, yeah. And also, too, is there enough room for Coach Battle? And so I get on it. I said, man, I'm good. I'm good. And so we started laughing on it. And then I put up, and I on the walkie-talkie, I'll go, If y'all know what he's talking about, Hulk Hogan just passed away. And then you heard people say, "Oh my God, what?" It was just so crazy. It was so crazy. And so, again, just like all of you, again, Hulk Hogan was a part of our growing up, right? It was Hulk Hogan and Michael Jordan. I don't care what nobody say. It was those two men were though the top tier when it comes to celebrity. And then, like Dwayne just said, when he crossed over into the NWO, man, it said something, right? It changed the culture of wrestling, changed what wrestling would look like moving forward. It would almost changed kayfabe just a little bit, because at the end of the day, it was what we call real. It was real, and then it helped change. It changed other wrestlers on how they're going to approach what they do when coming to NWO. It launched Sting a little further. It launched Goldberg a little further. It launched Diamond Dallas Page a little further. Right. These are the
Booker T.
ones. That's what I'm say. It launched Booker T a little further.
It made them
Like
have to step their game up.
they had to step their game up.
Without that Hulk Hogan heel turn, they would have never turned John Cena. They would have never turned John
No,
Cena.
that's a stretch.
I don't think so.
That's a stretch.
Because you know what? Because to see that
That's
it worked,
stretch.
because John Cena was I'm not gonna say he was as beloved as Hulk Hogan, but they was they had some that was on his side, some that wasn't. But the fact that he turned or he had the thing to turn him. But that's just my opinion. It may not, you may think it's incorrect, but I think some of the faces that they turned, it had to be because of Hulk Hogan, because they would not have been because originally they was afraid to do it just based on the reaction, and the fact that WCW did it, it gave the WWE. They was like, you know what? Oh, so we can get this done.
Well, they said that Vince
No
said
career Hulk Hogan.
he was never going to change him heel. He was never going to turn him heel because he always felt like Hulk Hogan was going to be someone that stood up for justice and stood up for. So he said he had no intentions on.
And that's what makes it so great. That's what makes it so great.
Yeah,
because you know what? Nobody
when he laid drop Macho Man at Bash at the Beach, bro, there was a rest. It was history. He laid drop Macho Man. It was history from there on out.
You know, it's funny. I remember watching. I was at that time. It was that summer of '96, and I was staying with a family member, and they were watching WCW. Of course, they had control. That was their house. They had control of the remote. So I'm like, all right, it's WCW. I'm looking like this is black. And even when Hulk Hogan even went to WCW, at first I still didn't watch because I just thought it was corny. Scott shows up, and it's like, hold up, what is this?
What are we doing here?
Like, what is this? And then it catches your attention. And then Kevin shows up, and it's like, hold up, what y'all doing? What is this? It's just weird. They was acting like themselves. It was like it was very, that NWO thing. Those initial appearances, they were like, oh, wait a minute. And then when Hogan shows up, and they said, and it makes so much sense now. If there were WWFE invasions, it wouldn't have worked with Sting because he was WCW. Why not take the main person that built and then that's why that works. That is why that works.
It was crazy because it was originally supposed to be Sting. They wanted Sting to do it.
And Hulk Hogan was like,
and again, it wouldn't have went off. It wouldn't have. No, but he called back.
The statement was made first, and Eric Bischoff offered it to Hogan. Hogan didn't want to do it, so he started going with Sting. Hogan had a conversation with his manager and his publicist, and then called Eric Bischoff back. It happened all in the same day. But the point of the matter being is you can't compare Hulk Hogan's heel turn to John Cena's. At no point when Hogan was in that ring did you hear anybody scream, "You can't wrestle."
But that's beside the point.
When the boy announced that he got to leave, for an injury, they cheering because he got to go. You ain't never
But I'm gonna
seen
say
that
this.
happen to Hulk.
I'm gonna say this.
Now,
Here.
Hulk Hogan got stuff thrown at his head. It was trash being
On
thrown
the
in the
game.
ring.
On
Like
You
the
it was,
call
it
game
it
was,
turned
it
heel,
was,
the
yes.
new
it was
world
just a
order of
whole nother
professional
level.
wrestling, brother. But I'm
It
gonna
was
say this.
the greatest heel turn of all time.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna say
I
this.
think so too.
And definitely, I had never watched WCW at that point. But you know what? I'm gonna take that back. Only time I really watched WCW is when we went to South Carolina to visit my grandfather, and that Atlanta base. He was South Carolina. We watching this, and I'm like, they got television championship. Like, what is all this crap? This is not real wrestling. Carrie called me because she had moved out of state, and she was like, Dwayne, do you watch? I know you don't watch WCW, but they got a group there called the NWO, and they're doing this, they're doing that, they're taking over the show. So I was like, word? I tune in that next Monday that Monday for Nitro, and here they are, and it's Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash, and Razor Ramon. I said, my God, what do we got here? And it was I was totally off Raw at that point because they would, man, every week the NWO, Hulk and his boys, they was doing something. And it was just like, I want to tune in to see what's next. I mean, it was crazy. Without Hulk Hogan and that heel turn, I mean, wrestling, wrestling may not even exist at this point. I mean, it a lot of, no, I'm not saying, not to this, not to, no, I'm not saying that. I'm
Yeah,
saying
you said
not
that
to
with a
the,
straight face too.
no, not to the extent that it's at now.
Not to the extent.
Not to the extent that it is now, bro. You see what they're on Netflix now. They doing all they know. There's all different kinds of things going on. I mean, you got
And that,
rival.
all of that is because of Hulk Hogan's heel turn.
I'm not gonna say because of his heel, because of him as the character, his character, and what he brought to the sport.
But so I mean, at the end of the day, we know without Hulk Hogan, wrestling wouldn't be where he is today. And before we end this segment and let's have this conversation about him, just real quick, your fondest memory, your fondest match, your just fondest memory of the guy in the red and yellow or the black and white. What is your fondest memory of Hulk Hogan? Go ahead. Yeah,
I'll,
go ahead, old gray bearded one.
I'll go first, man. Listen, WrestleMania was at X9. Him and The Rock. It brought my childhood to what's going current. And just how that crowd went, because at first, everybody was pro Rock, and it was like, wait, that's Hulk Hogan. Then everybody wanted to jump on Hulk Hogan, and just the back and forth between them two, just how the flow of the match and how the crowd worked and how they played off the crowd. I think that was one of the best things. And the best thing about it was Hulk telling Diesel and Razor Ramon, you know what, y'all two stay in the back. I need to show that I can win this one on my own. Knowing that he couldn't, but that was that. That's one of my fondest memories of Hulk.
Stork.
Hogan and Andre knowing the story behind it.
Yeah. Part of
Put
his
the
catapult.
official stamp of approval on it, Andre. Oh my God, that was so crazy.
Carrie.
Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you. Oh, sorry.
Did I make that mistake a few weeks ago?
Not that. I'm gonna go with my first memories of Hulk Hogan, and that would be Rocky 3. That's my first memory of
Thunderlips.
Hulk Hogan.
That was before.
Of course, I
he won
remember
the title.
WrestleMania 1. That is.
He was at AWA when he did
He was.
Thunderlips.
Because when he came out, oh, I'm sorry.
No, yeah. He was in AWA because Vince McMahon Sr. told him that he couldn't do the movie and he quit. So he's like, all right, bye, peace. So he went and did the movie. And then from the popularity of the movie, that's when they brought him back to AWA, so on and so forth. Vince takes over. Vince was like, nah, come hang out with me for a little bit, and then we get with it.
and he comes out the eye of the tiger.
My
Him and
personal
Vern left
Rikishi.
AWA because Vern didn't want to give him his money from the merchandise he sold after it.
Right?
Yes.
And,
Vern was trying to keep money. Hulk Hogan was like, give me
now,
my money.
give me my
Vince
money,
offered
man.
him better merchandising deal, so he went with Vince.
Y'all, and my fondest memory is the Mega Power storyline. I think that was probably one of the best storylines in wrestling, man. I'll just be honest with you. It was built up wonderfully and brought down wonderfully at the same time. It came to a colliding of two of the top superstars in the industry, and I thought it was just done well, and I think storylines that itself started really realistically in that moment when they just started putting them two together and making that thing mesh. And Mega Powers, even Macho Man changing his colors, right? It's just and wearing, they just it was just wonderful. You know what I mean? And so yeah, yeah. Him looking around, yeah.
Saturday
And so
night man.
Macho Man, whether or not he was gonna shake his hand, and then them two getting into it because he think Hulk Hogan trying to take his lady.
Got lust in his eyes.
It got lust. It got lust in his eyes,
Hey man, you don't
and
carry
then
another man's wife
right,
back to the
you came out there to save, and then
medical,
Elizabeth
my
get
boy.
hit.
Coffee in the
But the
big
crazy
time.
joint is this is all stemmed around Akeem and Big Boss Man. Like what?
What
Akeem
universe?
acting like he black.
What
Like
alternate universe are we in, right?
what universe with the Big Boss Man, not a Big Boss Man, and Ted DiBiase, like and Teddy uh
Oh, you talking
what's
about
the manager? The
Irwin
manager, Slick Rick,
Unfiltered,
Slick Rick,
Slick.
Slick Rick, and the
Doctor
manager Slick
Style.
Rick, and I couldn't stand Hakeem. But the man to the mother and the man, listen, he was coming. It was
You
just
heard
it was just
Slick.
crazy. But that was my fondest memory.
He found
And I'm gonna
out he
close
was
with this.
born in Africa.
I'm gonna
He
close with
went back
this.
and discovered his roots. Get the
Yep. Matter of fact, before you do that, they remember, I don't know if y'all remember when they got they was invited on the Arsenio Hall show. I don't know if y'all seen that.
yeah.
That mess was crazy. Arsenio funny. That whole, have you ever seen that? Then Akeem, he come on, boy. It was to walk on the blackest show for you to be acting. That's ballsy. And so it was
Vince.
ballsy.
Vince used to be on some foolishness. You got Slick. You got Slick, who's supposed to be a pimp. You got a
Mr.
king that's supposed to be acting black, and then you got Big Boss Man, who's from Cobb County, Georgia. And if you know anything
He
about
could not
that,
stand anything.
Hey,
very
big
But
boss,
the point
big.
about it
Hey,
is, he would have got away with it if he wasn't rocking the African guard. Like that was a little bit overboard. I'm not even gonna lie. Like you should have picked a different outfit or something. Like
his name was Akeem. There's black people named Akeem on the streets. But go
big
ahead. I digress.
big boss man
We
woke
got a
up to that
relative named
casket,
Akeem.
boy, and he drugged that casket. I'm sorry. That's something.
And jumped on the casket.
Anyway, but listen, but yeah, but here's what I will say though. You know, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. Thank you for all your contributions to this sport we love, this entertainment we love, wrestling in its real form. I just wish before all of this, you passing away, that you took a stand, and I know you apologized to Mick Foley for all of the stuff. Maybe your legacy would probably have this taint if you took accountability on some of that stuff and apologized in a way. Now there's not that's really you really can't come back from the N word for real, but there is a there is other things that like the way he was treating people behind the scenes and things of that nature.
Right.
Those are some of the stuff, and or if you correct course and start it, because people like second chances. People get second chances, like and the fact that you didn't take those steps to try to get that, I think that was where we fall. But again, thank you again for your contributions to WWF/WWE. We so appreciate you. Now, y'all, listen. That's our tribute to Hogan. Monday Night Raw. Come on, Monday Night Raw. So, listeners, what we're doing, we're only paying attention to anything that has anything to get ready to do with SummerSlam. So these are our SummerSlam card matches and our predictions. Here we go. So CM Punk opens up the show with Gunther. They going back and forth. They going back and forth with some wordplay, and Gunther trying to tell him, he was trying to give him his kudos. CM Punk said, this is back to this. I came here for a reason. I'm coming for this belt. This is my time. Gunther trying to tell him we've got some similarities, and now we got some similarities. You think you the best in the world. I know I'm the best in the world. So there is some similarities and some things, and so we have CM Punk finally getting this championship match against. Well, he had one championship match, but he lost to Cena, and I heard that's it. They're not supposed to wrestle again. But CM Punk versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship, SummerSlam. Who we got? Come on, talk, Kerry. Who we got?
Y'all remember what I said last week? I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna take it's gonna be a hot take real quick. A little hot take. I think that B&B, Bronny and Bronny gonna come down there and interfere, and then here comes Seth Rollins limping out there, and he gonna cash this. I'm gonna go with Seth Rollins. Yes, that is my take. That is my take. I think he is going to stop. I think they are going to stop CM Punk from winning. I think and so either is going to be Gunther or it's going to be Seth Rollins, but it will not be CM Punk.
Thoughts, Storm. What's happening? CM Punk, Gunther. What's going to take place? Is Gunther in transition just to hold the belt for CM Punk? What we doing?
This is the way I look at it. Gunther retains.
Okay.
And the reason that I say that is because for all the stuff that you said to Jay during your build up to WrestleMania, when you said that this title reign you've been facing B plus players, you haven't had any big name wrestlers to defend against. You went up against Jay. Who else? Damian Priest. No big names. This is your first big name. You got to go out there and back all that stuff you talked to Jay. Otherwise, it was just you blowing in.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Gunther walks out because he needs to walk out for a change.
And if he don't, I'm pretty sure you're gonna have a lot to say about him on our next show. Pretty sure.
I mean, he is going against the best in the world, but this is the test. This is your test of metal. This is
the test.
Whether you. Yeah.
Oh, Great Bearded One, what you got?
So I'm thinking what Storm was saying is correct, because remember he was like he needs to have kept saying he needs prestige on his title, in his build up with Jay, and wrestling Jey Uso doesn't do anything for his legacy. He's held the title almost 80% of his time in WWE, and it's just like at this point, you know what? He's either gonna have to put up or shut up. Because if he can't get it done against Punk, we don't want to hear from you, bro. So he has to win. If he don't win,
he backed himself into that corner.
If he don't win, we're not respecting you, Gunther. So I'm gonna go Gunther just because they need him to go forward. Going forward. I mean, Punk is like a rental player. He gonna be here for maybe another year or so. I mean, Punk, he ain't vested for 5, 6, 7 years. But Gunther, he's trying to carry on. So I think I'm gonna go Gunther.
So y'all telling me CM Punk came back not to win the championship? At this point, time is of essence. There's gonna be there is.
That. It's just
I'm just saying time is of essence.
It is, but at the end of the day, in this situation, it really isn't what it. CM Punk having the title right now is not really all that important.
It doesn't define
now,
him.
And Gunther keeping it is.
It defines.
It doesn't define him. Whether he wins or loses, CM Punk's legacy is dead. This is your first big name, your first veteran, the first one that got the experience that can outwit you in the ring. Because it ain't all about power. You can't come in there with that Big Daddy Walter thing that you pulled from Germany. You can't bring that over here for Austria. But the point of the matter being is, you got somebody in there with the mental capability and the wrestling knowledge to take that belt from you without breaking a sweat. If you don't pull this off, then you wasn't ready for prestige. And you wasn't ready for the big names. That's what you were showing everybody that has sat here and watched and believed everything that you have said in every promo.
And y'all, this is my opinion. I said it when he was Intercontinental Champion. I even said it when he was at the first time he got the belt. Gunther just don't do it for me. I don't know. I'm still trying to get it, and I know where he came from, but for him to be main event and have this belt, I'm still trying to evolve. And y'all need y'all to pray for me because I haven't evolved in the Gunther era. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm still trying to figure it out.
After this match, because if you don't pull it off, you were proven right.
Exactly. I mean, and I think this is his moment of truth. If he don't pull it off, we don't want to. Like I said, we do not want to hear from you. Go on to the back of the line. Go on to Wrestle Otis. You know, we don't want to see you in no main event.
I ain't seen Otis in a minute.
I told you so.
go on to Wrestle Otis.
Said he gonna be
go on Wrestle Tozawa. We don't want to hear from you.
But we do know somebody that we all are on or excited about. Our favorite resident criminal, Dominic Mysterio. He is cleared for action and will face AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. Come on. AJ Styles is doing his best. Apparently, I saw another podcaster say that they're using this from the Chris Rock show when he was Everybody Hates Chris, when his dad was when Chris was being bullied by a gang member, and his dad said, "You ain't gonna touch my son, and if you do, I'm gonna show up everywhere in your dreams." And he did. They literally kind of went back and forth, right? And so AJ Styles has been a janitor. Come on, he's been a referee. He's been a stage crew guy. Like, he's out here. He's been the doctor. He's been the valet. Like, AJ Styles is playing the part. So we got Dominic, who is an Intercontinental Champion, coming into his own. And then we got the phenomenal AJ Styles, one of the best wrestlers in the world. We got one of the best wrestlers in wrestling history, AJ Styles. So where are we with Carrie? Where are we with your thoughts? Who walks away with this one? AJ Styles.
Yeah, I think AJ Styles is gonna take this one. No big long soliloquy. I just think that's who's gonna win.
Go Great Britain, one you with that?
No. Dominic retains.
Dominic Storm.
Dom.
You going with Dom? Listen, I want Dom to win. I think this is cement his career and skyrocket. Now let me say this, and I know wrestling, and y'all, let's talk about this. And I know wrestling trying to say they're trying to put Jacob Fatu and Braun Breaker as a face along with Rhea, but Dominic has potential. Like, if they do it right, come on.
They're using Dom.
Go ahead, Dwayne.
AJ Styles. They're using AJ Styles to get Dom over, and I think Dom retains because of that.
If they do it right, Dominic has the potential to carry. Like, and this again, I'm throwing it out there. This is a wild take, but
yeah, Dom was number one.
I don't feel like they do all this stuff with AJ Styles just for him to lose. So that's just me. But,
I get it. No, I'm just saying. I'm saying I'm with you, Carrie. Even though I want Dom to win, I think AJ Styles is doing what he can to win it. Maybe they do a back and forth type deal. Maybe he gets the pin and then he faces him again at another pay-per-view and beats him. He does all he can to get the belt back. But at some point, I think they can put a feud together, right? And I think this would be a great feud for Dominic. This would really show the type of wrestler Dominic will be. I think it's going to be a great match.
I'm also glad that they held off on it because when they was trying to throw that out there real quick with no build up, it was like, this is whack. But now that they kind of built like a little story behind it, it's like, okay, I want to see this match. So I'm glad that they did that.
Yes, match. So we got a match, and I'm thanking, and I'm like you said, I'm glad that there was some build up to it. Now we're excited about the match. And so, speaking of build up, Lord have mercy. I don't know how long we've been in this. I don't know how long we've been in this here feud. Becky Lynch, Lyra Valkyria. So Lyra and Bailey were in a tag team match against the Judgment Day. Lyra and Bailey lose. So and the Judgment Day keep their belt. Roxanne Perez and Raquel are still tag team champions. But before then, Becky Lynch and Lyra do a promo. They going at it. Listen, I don't know what's this match number what since NXT Storm. This is match number what between Becky and Lyra. I think what is this? They've been going at it since how long?
I want to say 6.
This is match 6. Good grief! Now this is a feud. I'm guessing that they're putting together, and now they continue to going back and forth. Something in Lyra, as they see something in Lyra there. Becky has the belt, and again, there's some prestige with the Intercontinental Championship because the man has it. So we have a match for the Intercontinental Championship. Who we got? Storm. Who we got winning this one?
Lyra.
Carrie, who we got?
Girl, y'all don't just give Lyra this belt so we can get this over with. God dang. Like, I am so tired of that little girl and these wings. Give her the damn belt, please.
Woo!
Yes, Lyra is going to win. Sheesh. I don't know who she's going to bring at this, but whatever.
Right. Dwayne, who you got?
Lyra. It's just like
and I got Lyra too. Lyra winning on one of the big stages.
And I think they wanted to put they wanted to give a little shine to that IC title. You know, I'm about tired of both of them.
Yeah, Lyra. I think Lyra wins it. She gets her victory on a big stage, right? So we have a big stage victory, which is SummerSlam. But y'all, in that, two things in that, there might be a tease that Bailey is now turning heel. So we see a heel turn for Bailey. Storm, is this good for her career? Because she's done this before. Bailey is just a heel. She's been a heel.
Yeah, and she's more entertaining as a heel. The question is, how you going to do it this round without Sasha Banks? I will say it might be good for Bailey, but Michael Cole gonna hate it. She harassed Michael Cole.
They did. There is some harassment, and Carrie, which is funny, your girl, before he even passes away, she was trolling. She was trolling because people were calling her. Yeah, people were calling her the female version of Hulk Hogan. She coming out in her yellow and red. She has changed up. Yeah. She has embodied who the people say she is. She says that she said, "Bump this. I ain't helping nobody. I'm burying them. I'm putting them 6 feet deep." She says, "You want me to call it? This is who I'm supposed to be."
Right.
I ain't putting nobody over.
Nothing. Nobody. Well, y'all, and so as we move along, we got a match where Sami Zayn continues to get hit by a pole week after week in his gut, and he continues to wrestle. So this is the thing, though, and y'all help me. Maybe I don't know, what it takes to stay safe, but if I still got bandages, and wrestlers do it. I still got bandages around my waist and in my midsection, and I'm still getting out here because I want to defend, my name. But you still got a chance to be hit again with the pole, and that's what happened in this match. Karrion Kross, I mean, hitting this boy flush with this here pole. The
Wow!
pole found its way in the ring, and
He's swinging that.
now they got a match at SummerSlam. Since the pipe bomb or the mic drop, Karrion Kross, what he did, he been wrestling main events, the main event, um, the house shows and those that come on the wrestling's YouTube channel. He's been wrestling those. The crowd been going crazy for him, and so people want Karrion Kross. And so I think Karrion Kross wins at SummerSlam. Thoughts?
I think so too, but I do believe he said that they haven't been their contract hadn't been renewed yet. Him and Scarlett, so I hope
Interesting.
anything. But I don't know if that's right. But I think
holding out like Terry McLaurin got to be.
I think Karrion Kross is gonna win, but I do think Sami Zayn. If he doesn't win, I think Sami Zayn is gonna show out and everybody turn a heel. But I don't know.
Everybody turn the heel. We're gonna have a face. Yeah. There's gonna be one face. We're gonna get to him at the end of this, and so yeah, Sami Zayn. And so Sami Zayn due for something though. Come on, Sami Zayn getting beat up. I mean, he due for something. A Storm, he do, ain't he do?
He is, but it seems like Sammy gets more love as the underdog, as the one that almost gets there but doesn't quite get it. His whole NXT run, he spent his life being the underdog. As soon as he get the NXT title, here come Kevin Owens, powerbomb him on the side of the apron.
His homeboy
beat him to the point where he couldn't continue the match. The boy never actually lost the NXT championship. They stopped the fight. Stopped the match. That's how Kevin Owens got the NXT championship. They stopped the fight. So he never actually pinned Sami Zayn. I think Sami gets a kick out of this build-up, fighting from underneath. For him to leave that would be a different point of view. And honestly, I think I want to see it, but I'm with everybody else. I think he's better fighting under.
And we'll see. So we'll see. I think we got a match. I think they're gonna give us a good one. I just hope Sami Zayn don't come bandaged up. Good grief. So Kerry, we had Stephanie Vaquer. What Naomi? How Naomi? Yeah, of course. Yeah, versus Io Sky. This match, this a good match. Now this is a good match. You got two of these ladies that can go, and then it's interrupted by one of your favorite people, Chelsea Green. So she interrupts the match with her service. They interrupt, and then. To get beat down, and then Naomi comes out again. She comes out and pushes Io Sky into Stephanie Vaquer, and begins to beat up on Io. And then this is my brutality comes out. Rhea comes out. Crowd goes crazy. She gets crazy pops too. The word that they love her, so she got a pop, which is crazy. She comes out, clears the ring as usual. And then again, this is a setup for the match, the triple threat match that's happening at SummerSlam for the the World Heavyweight Championship for the women. We got Io Sky versus Naomi. I don't know this. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one's up for grabs. I don't think Io walks out. I want to say Naomi retains. But then you got Rhea. Rhea is, Rhea's in the match. So, thoughts, Kerry? Who walks away?
I think Naomi is walking out because I think they want to kind of see what moving forward with her, Stephanie Vaquer, what's that going to look like. I don't know if they're just going to get a belt to Stephanie Vaquer, but I think they're going to go ahead and give her that. Well, she already has a match, so I think that's going to look better if she faces Naomi. So I do think it's going to be Naomi who retains.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so we'll see. I think Naomi deserves a good long title run, and
Mm-hmm.
especially the work she's been putting in. I think she's been rolling. So that's what we got, and then Storm and old Great Bearded one, the actual closing of the show of Raw. We have, of course, Paul Heyman in the ring with some of the young bucks, Braun and Bronny, and though they are in the ring. And as they're in the ring talking cash, Roman Reigns comes out. Roman Reigns comes out. He does a promo, which we'll get to next. But he does a promo, and as the promo, Braun Breaker says something shouldn't have said, and then Roman Reigns throws him the mic, and then he super punches him in the face. And as he super punches him in the face, and he beating up on Bronson Reed, then Roman turns around and gets speared. And as he gets speared, they plan on Tsunami and him. And again, let's talk about it because again, stop holding me down. Like don't.
They held the arms this time though.
They held the arms. They listened to me this time, but he did stretch him out. And then, but by the time he was getting ready to get up there, it's just me, use. The Yeet man comes out again trolling. You know, you gotta take a couple steps first so everybody can see him. And then he gets out to the ring, gets a couple super kicks, super kicks, and then Jey Uso and Roman spear Braun Brawny at the same time, which was a great actual piece in that show. And what we have now, the match wasn't official on Monday, but Roman Reigns, while walking on a treadmill, calls out Braun and Brawny and asks him to a match. And he tells Jey Uso, let me know, ball is in your court. Jey Uso, he responds on Instagram and Twitter. He says, me, Tribal Chief, yeet. So the match, and then Paul Heyman responds and says it's official. So we have a match. We have Roman Reigns and the main event Jey Uso, the Yeet Man himself, OTC one with them red and white cements he had on before them Jones was tough. And Roman and Jay versus the Braun and Brawny show, the young men. And so they got to step up. Braun and Bronson got to step up at this point because the Seth is out. Now again, we think Seth maybe he's not really hurt.
I hate that.
Maybe he comes in. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they do a storyline that he still catches in. Maybe they help him down the aisle and beat people up, and he still gets the pin. Uh, so I think so. What it was it? So CM Punk won't become the champion, right? So we'll see. SummerSlam, something got to happen. Some excitement got to happen. Some surprises got to take place. But who we got? Who we got winning this match? We already know who will win this match. I think we already have our eyes set on who gonna win this. The OTC one in the main event. They gonna win that one. And so, but since we here, Roman Reigns comes out, and when he comes out, he got a lot to say. So we're here, y'all. We're on mic check. This is our mic check. The tribal chief is on the mic, and so the mic sounds nice. Check one. My mic sounds nice. Check.
Two.
My mic sounds nice. Check 3. Y'all, this is the mic check. Come on, old gray bearded one. Let's go. Tell us what our tribal chief had to say to Braun and Brawny and that DA.
All right, so here we go. We're going to go mic check this week. Roman Reigns, Tribal Chief, OTC, OTC1, whatever you want to call him, man. But we set it up. Starts off with Paul Heyman and the Bronze in the ring. And he's saying, I got a lot of stuff to get off my chest before he comes out. Because he already know what time it is. He already know. And as soon as he says that, so you can fast forward, SmackDown, not SmackDown, Raw was it was an average show this week. But if you smack down to where 18 minutes left and you get the beat, and here come the tribal chief. And he walks out, and this is exactly why he was my horseman. He gets that pop, and he walks out, and the crowd just loves him. You know, he strolls down to the ring. He kind of soaks it in, and he's taking in the crowd's OTC chants, OTC, OTC, and then the chants of Roman Reigns. They're serenading him. Paul Heyman starts talking, and he was like, "Oh, this and this, Seth is out, and I need someone to lead this group here. I love you, my tribal chief." And Roman's like, "You know what? Let's pause that BS for a minute here." He said, "I forgot to say something," and he's like, "Houston, acknowledge me." And then he goes into this here, and he goes, he said, back in the day, I would have thought those were wise words from a wise man. But you're not a wise man anymore. You're just a dumbass. So he calls Paul Heyman a dumbass. And your boy, Braun Breaker, he kind of moves over, and he was like, "Oh, Junior, stay in your lane there." Pretty much, hey, you don't want none of this. All right? So he called him a dumbass, which was hilarious. So he said, you know why? He said, sit under the learning tree. This is what's going to happen. Paul Heyman's going to do to you what he did to me. He's going to stab you in the back. See, he went on, he was saying that the only reason that he was the OTC is because the crowd still acknowledges him. Right? He said, Paul Heyman didn't create the OTC. He thought we was just another faction. Just another wrestling group. He was like, God created this. We are a bloodline. He said that he gave shouts out to the Usos, Solo, and even Sammy for helping him be the champion, or maintain his championship. It only took 4 years for them to take the title off him. And after he left, he went home to raise the future bloodline. He told Paul, he said, "You know what? You didn't create the bloodline. That was God's work." Said that he said the thing that pissed him off was the most, that was he was a family friend, and that he made Paul chosen family. And he said, basically, you threw that away. You threw that away for a friend, a best friend that you haven't spoke to in a decade. And he said, don't get the rumors twisted. He said, meaning Roman, I didn't destroy the bloodline. This dumbass did. And at that point, Braun loses his mind. He puts Paul behind him, and he goes on this rant or whatnot, and basically told Roman that you're not welcome here. Nobody wants you. This, that, and the third. You should just do what you do best and leave. And he kind of stepped back and he says, "You know what? I ain't hear none of the trash you said. Maybe your mic wasn't working. So here, use mine." And he tosses him the mic and hits him with a Superman punch at the same time. And I was saying to Kerry, I was like, you know what? I see that, you see the difference between these seasoned guys on the microphone and some of these new guys. Braun didn't really speak a whole bunch. And now, I thought that maybe, he was a little overmatched at that point, going back and forth, trying to trade barbs with the OTC. He may get better with time. Kerry said, yeah, that's why he's with Paul Heyman, because Paul Heyman's gonna do all this talking pretty much. But yeah, we're gonna go Roman Reigns, and you're a dumbass as the mic check of the week this week.
That's our mic check, and realistically too, y'all, it's all about how you deliver.
Yes.
And I think it's and that's what separates Roman from everybody else, is the way he delivers. There's a difference. You could tell from when he was a big dog to now where he is now. It's the delivery, and that's something Braun got to work on, because he He didn't say anything. The content was good. It's just his delivery was trash.
And he was like, "I'm the big dog now," and Roman's looking at him like, "Really? That's what you want to use? Cut it out."
And so
the same way John Cena looked at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He young, and so it's gonna happen. It happens over time. It's just you got to get in the flow because he ain't really used to too much talking. Yeah, that's our mic check. Storm NXT. Just anything that we need to see, anything that we need to know, just real quick.
Oba Femi retained in his triple threat. Blake Monroe got her first singles debut match. She won, but then Jordan Grace came down, and Jordan Grace was beating up security guards, everybody on the side of the ring, and then all of a sudden Blake Monroe sneaked in and gave her the business, knocked her out. Corey Graves said, "We need security." As soon as Blake Monroe knocked out, he was like, "No, we good. It's been handled." They tripping tonight. Your boy Jasper Troy went one-on-one with Ricky Saints, threw him off the stage, powerbombed him, chokeslammed him off the stage.
Wait, who got chokeslammed off the stage?
Ricky Saints.
Okay, that's good.
Ain't that the match? Ain't that the match where the stage collapsed?
Yeah. And then he wanted the ref to count him out. And the ref said he wasn't counting him out because it wasn't no contact. So this man swanton bombs off the stage on the Ricky Saints and then crawls back to the ring for the count of 10. So he won on the count out, but he won. Ethan Page comes out and redoes the North American title and changes it to the Canadian North American title with the Canadian flag or strap. That's when Santino Marella comes down.
Oh dear.
Did he power walk down?
He changed. He came down and decided that he's going to challenge Ethan Page for the North American title next week. Santino Marella is getting back in the ring next week with Snake puppet and all that on the arm. You hear me?
Please don't.
Okay, so we get past that. See, here's this thing. You got JC James, she's a double champ, NXT and TNA. You got Trick Williams, he's the TNA heavyweight championship. So, all of a sudden over there on TNA, everybody is joining together to form this union and take their titles back from NXT. So, we're going to see how that pop off. Then we have Trick Williams come out to the ring and decide that he's going to try one more time to reason with The Undertaker as to why he don't want beef with The Undertaker. Undertaker comes down. Undertaker gives, reason to riot at. You're a little bit too fresh, too young. You're too much of a rookie to be, disrespecting better.
Recordings.
So Trick didn't want to hear what The Undertaker had to say, so all of a sudden The Undertaker said what he normally say. You can try me if you want, but I guarantee you I'll make you famous. As soon as he said that, Trick decides that he's going to swing off on The Undertaker. Undertaker grabs him by the throat. He goes up for that chokeslam.
You see Trick Williams in the back. Trick Williams
went to the back and saw Oba Femi and was trying to fix his coat and everything. Where your hat? You came out with a cowboy hat. Where your hat? But see, The Undertaker was smooth. He was like, "Is this genuine cow hat you got on? Oh, you real fancy. You're real." But don't nobody respect me. You know what I'm saying? Undertaker gave him the business verbally, and then gave him the business with the chokeslam. But NXT is starting to rival with TNA, so we want to see how this plays out when they fight for the belts. Because all the champions at TNA have banded together and said they get ready to storm NXT.
No pun intended, right?
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, a couple things I don't want to see. I don't want to see The Undertaker in the ring again, and I don't want to see Santino Marella in the ring again. So WWE, come on now, look. I get. Listen, please. Listen, please do us this favor, gosh almighty. And
Undertaker said he gonna
so
flip that switch quick.
that's what he said. That's what he said. And again, Undertaker, one of the greatest of all time. But the last couple of times he tried to flip the switch didn't come on. I'm just saying.
That lightning.
It made you famous,
the
player.
this won't Motel 6. The light did not stay on at all. And so that's NXT. NXT is moving on up. And so they're fighting against TNA. It's funny that not TNA, is it TNA? Oh no, AEW
It's
too.
TNA.
It's
It's TNA.
TNA. So everybody fighting, going, and then I think, and then also NXT and AEW are fighting for ratings. AEW not even at the point to fight with ratings with 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 the big dogs. So listen, now SmackDown, Logan Paul, Jelly Roll, they go at it. They do some promos. We got Logan and Drew, and Jelly and Randy, and we have that match. And so, like I said, Jelly Roll was one of my four horsemen. And again, we don't need to really talk about all the things that was said and whatnot. Great, the fact is these two celebrities, uh, Logan Paul hating and Jelly Roll just is there because he loves the sport. But we got a match. We got a match at SummerSlam. We got a match, and so we got predictions. Who you got, Gary? Who wins?
I think Jelly Roll and Jelly Roll and Randy are going to pull it off. I mean, with Jelly Roll getting the pin on Logan Paul,
and Jelly Roll gonna roll him up. He gonna backwoods him, and so we gonna see. Shout out to Jelly Roll taking a couple claymores too. He was taking a real fancy to the head. We had also Roxanne Perez. She defeated Alexa Bliss. Judgment Day now is fighting Alexa and Charlotte, and we call this Alexa and Charlotte for the tag team championships. Storm, and we called this before. They put Alexa and Charlotte together. Charlotte and Alexa are now coming together. Charlotte is now what we're looking at as a
how to help you with that.
Miss Bliss and Charlotte are now together, and Charlotte is a baby face. We talked about how we felt Charlotte needed Alexa for this, but we got a match at SummerSlam. Who's winning? Who do you got? Alexa Bliss?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Miss Bliss and Charlotte, or do you have Judgment Day? Who you got?
It's kind of hard, but I think I'm gonna have to go with Charlotte and Alexa.
I like it. Bring some prestige to the belts. Bring some prestige to the belts. Maybe they go on a little run. And then they start hating each other again, and then they get a match. Then they match each other up, and then they go against each other. Right? Yeah, that's what happened. Carrie, Jay Cargill.
Alexa gonna turn this time though.
Oh, that might be a good call. Jay Cargill defeats Chelsea Green. Secret Hervis interferes. Tiffany Stratton comes out to save.
Why? What? Man, I'm sorry.
I was waiting. I was waiting for somebody to say it because you ain't seen me look. I was like,
why, man?
For what?
Ready to make that match easy as a mug for you. Why?
If you got to fight her next week, why would you care if she got a fair shot? Like,
and you gave her a chance to hold your belt, my G. Like she was caressing it like it was hers. I done drop kicked you the moment that you put it on your shoulder like it was yours. It ain't yours yet.
Who booked that? Like, God, dang, this. Ooh.
Anyway, that in itself blew me. I just said, "What is happening? What are we doing? What are we doing?" I know we're trying to babyface her to the babyface till we can't babyface no more. But good grief, why would somebody who I'm facing that I'm getting ready to save you from a tail whooping? I don't care.
Didn't even do that.
I don't care nothing about liking you. We are a fight. If they beat you up and help me, yeah, no, that's just crazy.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah, it's just crazy.
Right at the top of the stage, do it. Yeah, drop it. Yeah, there you go.
Watching and me raising up the belt. I see you next week. I see you next week. I'm gonna tell you who wouldn't have done it. Naomi wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't get no fair shot or not.
Sorry, not sorry.
Right, wouldn't have done it. So who's winning? Does Jay walk away, Kerry, as the new WWE Women's Champion?
Please, God, please.
I believe she is. Okay. Part of me believes she is, but then I just can't see them going at each other for the was it Clash of the no. The one where they get the big old ugly belt. What's that?
Oh, you talking about
yeah.
No. You was that
No.
Yeah,
Crown
Jewel.
That's
Crown
Jewel. Yeah, Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Them
two
two
matches, the Clash of the Champions, but it's Crown Jewel.
I don't want to see them at Crown. I don't want to see them wrestle anymore. I'm already
Naomi and Jade.
Yeah, I'm already on them. But I do think that Jade is gonna win.
Yeah, I think so too.
But I'm not sure about what this match is. I'm not looking forward to this match. I'm kind of concerned to how it's gonna look.
Yeah, me too.
From a booking perspective, I really think Tiffany's gonna win and Bianca's gonna help.
Oh,
Her straight finger? You think so?
She said one of her fingers can't bend. Praying for you, Bianca. Praying for you. So okay, I think Jade walks away to set up Bianca and Jade. I think that's what happens. We want that. We want that match. I think we want that match. I want that match.
I want Jade. I want Jade to win. I do, but
I want a Jade and Bianca match. I want that match. I don't know about y'all, but I would love to see that match. So Old Great Bearded One, Solo Sikoa defeats The Miz, and Solo and the MFT. No, Solo Sikoa, not Solo Sikoa. Jacob Fatu. I apologize. Jacob Fatu defeats The Miz, right? And Jacob, Solo and the MFT try to take out Jacob, and they do a heck of a job. Don't try. They took him out. And shout out to The Miz coming back and slapping Jacob in the face. Good gracious. But he wanted to die. He had it on, but he had it on.
He got him beat off him. But go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he had him on, but you know what happens after that.
Yeah.
You know what happens after that. Yeah, everybody gonna get licks. Everybody gonna get licks. Everybody not gonna get the Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston, or the Brock Lesnar, John Cena. Everybody not gonna have that match. Everybody not gonna be able to have that match. But we know, but we all see what happened in the outcome of that match. We saw that, and so Solo and the MFT come out, and do they want to? Jimmy come out with the chair, hits the new guy. JC, is it JC?
JC.
He hits JC with the chair, flush in the face, gets in, helps out a little bit, hits Talatonga with the chair. Talatonga took that chair like bubble gum. He took that chair and then super kicked him in the face. And then again, that was all she wrote after that.
Stop helping me, bro.
Hey, Old Great Bearded One, Solo, Jacob, cage match. Who you got?
All gas, no breaks with it, baby. You know, listen. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but you know what? Hey, I'm gonna go Jacob. Jacob gonna recapture the United States Championship.
Yeah, I do think Jacob wins this. I think there's a lot of interference. Somebody trying to get into the cage.
It's gonna be a bunch of interference, a bunch of shenanigans.
It's gonna be another. Jesse was upset. Remember the last time we had a steel cage match? Damian Priest walked out and stepped out the ring. He said, "What? What? When do they do that?" But that's how you win the match. boy. You just, but you can't. So we'll have a match like that.
Thank God this isn't Saturday night main event.
I'm telling you. So you're right about that. So we have Jacob and somebody else that we say is going to be the face of the business. And so this is, again, propels Jacob to another stratosphere. We'll see what happened. Y'all, Cody Rhodes comes out, does a promo, does a tribute to Hulk Hogan, and then gets straight into business with John Cena, about John Cena, and talks about the street fight. Storm. This is John Cena and Cody, number 2. Cody, if y'all realize, Cody get a lot of trilogies. Or a lot of doubles. Like, he be wrestling people twice, 3 times.
In his match.
That's what he does. He got Seth 3 times, didn't he? Roman twice. John Cena about to be twice. Yeah. But anyway, we got this match. It's a street fight. I'm not sure about this stipulation. I'm kind of weary about it. It's not a regular wrestling match, but it's a street fight for a championship, and anything can go, anything can happen. So, what's your thoughts? Who wins this match?
Cody.
You got Cody winning. Ooh, okay. Y'all think R-Truth interferes?
I'm gonna go. I'm going. John retains. Cody's about to film a movie.
So is John.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Or was that just work?
He is. No, he's about to film a movie. Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
So you said so both of the participants in this match are about to film movie.
So is Roman.
I mean, gosh.
But this is how it's built. This is how it's built in, because you can still be a champion and not wrestle. Come on, we've seen that. We've seen people not wrestle for a while, and still keep the lore of the championship. But we'll see. But
if I'm not mistaken, didn't Roman do Hobbs and Shaw while he was champion?
Hobbs and Shaw was way before that. Well, wait.
Yeah, no.
You know, Hobbs.
Remember, Brock Lesnar wasn't always on TV. He was complaining about is that
right? And he had the belt, and he won't wrestling. Yeah. So there is, and then Roman, like you said, I think he had about how many title matches he had? I think he only, in that 4-year span, I think he only had 14 title matches. So, but the fact that, yeah, like legit, but a lot of that had to do with, because it's even a title match. It was big money. It was the lore. It was the aura behind it. Like, when he got in there, it was main event, right? It was the main event. So, but he made several appearances. Yes, I don't know. I think this one's up for grabs. I don't know, man. I'm just waiting to see this. I really don't have. But I think John Cena retains. I think it retains in some kind of way. I think John Cena retains, and we'll see who fights him next.
Yeah, but I wouldn't ask him to come out in his old gimmick, though. My man said, tell Stu it's time to go to work and run down the ramp. Hold the title the right way.
Yeah.
Now that might be what you say, the Easter egg. Him telling him to come down the way
switch.
Yeah, that's interesting.
That might be it. I told y'all, something got to happen at SummerSlam.
Nothing's gonna happen.
But here it is. Something got to happen. But here we go.
It can't be chalk.
Night two? Oh yeah, something can happen.
But here we go. I need y'all to get it. The end of SmackDown. The end of SmackDown. Total mayhem. We finally get it on a pay-per-view. I am excited. Oh my goodness. Y'all, we get a tables, ladders, and chair. Oh my. We get a tables, ladders, and chair match with the titles hanging from the ceiling. We get all these tag teams in this ring going forward. Woo! They gotta do what they were supposed to do at WrestleMania, but they get ready to do it at SummerSlam It's crazy. The Profits are in it. Come on. They in it. I'm glad they made it through there. And so all the tag teams in SmackDown are in that. Who is coming out tag team champs? Come on. Who you got?
Street Profits.
Come on, the Profits.
I think Wyatt 6 gonna retain.
Retain Wyatt 6. Old Gray Bearded one.
I'm gonna go Andrade and Phoenix just to be different.
They good too, boy. They good. They good. They real good. I'm going with the Profits. I think they get a big win on the SummerSlam. I think it's time. If not, somebody getting super kicked. I don't know.
I will say this in this mayhem though. Did you notice that Angelo Dawkins' glasses never came off at no
Not
point?
once. They ain't move.
I think they looked back and looked 3 times to make sure when he flipped out that ring and landed on that barricade, that them glasses were still on. They were still on, Chief.
That boy Angelo Dawkins could clear a rope. My God, today. But listen, that's y'all. That's our SummerSlam prediction. Listen, SummerSlam is next weekend. Oh my God, 2 days of fun. SummerSlam
Where's it
is
at?
next weekend. SummerSlam is at MetLife Stadium. There's no roof, but they're gonna tear the roof off that mother sucker. Come on, so this is exciting. So we're excited about SummerSlam.
At $2,000 per ticket, yeah, the roof is off that piece.
$2,000. Y'all, that was our first part, and then here it is. We get a chance to bring something back as we're getting closer to the end of our show. But y'all, we get something that we get to bring back. I hope y'all did your research because I did mine. Come on, hope you did your research because I did mine. Y'all, we're bringing back the top 5 segment. Top five. We are doing our top 5 segment. And because it's SummerSlam, we're doing our top 5 SummerSlam matches. Come on, who wants to volunteer to go first? Because y'all go. Well, she knew somebody was gonna make. Somebody was gonna have the same matches. Somebody gonna have the same matches. Come on, Bray Buster. Who you got? All right.
I'm gonna just start with number 1. Mega Powers versus Mega Bucks.
Okay.
First SummerSlam.
I don't have that one.
If I have not told y'all once, I've told y'all a million times. That is my favorite entrance of all time when they show Macho Man leading Elizabeth and Hulk Hogan out, and he turned around like, let's go down there. So that, and then, oh my God, Liz tears off her skirt, and then she just walk around in the underwear. Everybody, you got Andre looking like he don't know what to do. And then you got Hogan and Hogan and Macho Man doing the make a handshake. That's one. Everything else now we can go with everything else. Number 5, steel cage match with Bret Hart and Owen Hart. That was
Beat you, Bret.
Yeah, finally. That was one match they said that Bret really took care of each other in that match. Bret comes out victorious. Number 4, Triple H versus The Rock. Ladder match for the IC title belt. These two, they just trying to climb their way to the top. Who trying to be the top dog? So on and so forth. Great match. Number 3, Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect for the IC. Sorry. Yes. Bret Hart wins the IC belt for Mr. Perfect. And my number 2 is the Ultimate Warrior beating Honky Tonk Man.
Oh, man.
Because Honky Tonk Man
in 2 seconds.
He talked so much ish that day. He was like, they gotta come on down here, get somebody. I don't even want to know. They was trying to tell him the whole day who it was going to be. He said he didn't even want to know. That music hit. That's the only match of Ultimate Warriors that I like. So that was my number 2. Y'all know already what I said for my number 1. So,
top 5, y'all. I'm going next. Top 5. I'm going next. I can't. I'm going next. I'm always going last. I want to go next. Let me get my top 5 in. Kerry, that's some good top 5. So let me see what I got. I got 1, I got one of yours because you said it already. I didn't think I was gonna make it out of there without one, but here it is. You can't have a SummerSlam match without putting Bret Hart in it. So number five. Number five, I got Bret Hart versus the British Bulldog, 1992, Wembley Stadium. They tore the house down. Probably one of the best matches of all time. They tore the house down. Brother versus brother-in-law going in it, and British Bulldog comes out on top with the roll up backwoods. No, they ain't doing it backwoods. They did it. It was a roll up with the 1, 2, 3 pin. British Bulldog comes out of there as the victor. Number four. Fun fact. What's the fun fact?
That Davey Boy Smith was high on crack. That match.
Allegedly.
Don't remember none of that.
Allegedly.
My bad. Allegedly. Go ahead.
Number four, tables, ladders, chair match, 2000. Edge, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian, Dudley Boys, and the Hardy Boys. Listen, again, probably all these probably on here, one of the greatest matches that ever just happened in WWE. Come on, put the table, ladders, and chairs on the map. That match, woo, and year 2000. Crazy. Y'all know, if you ain't ever seen that match, go back and look at it. All right, number three, Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect in 1991 for the Intercontinental Championship. You had Bret Hart winning his first ever singles championship on this day. What an amazing match. It really looked like Mr. Perfect was going to walk away with this W, but Bret Hart pulled it out and made that boy tap. Might have been that sharpshooter, and it was the end of that. Number two, you got to have Brock Lesnar in SummerSlam somewhere because, again, all the main events he's done in SummerSlam, he's got to be in it. So I'm going 2023, Roman versus Brock, the last man standing match. I got to have it. 22? Oh, 22. The last man standing match when Brock Lesnar lifted up that daggone ring with the tractor. Had to get him out of there. But then they piled him up they just beat him up. And this is when you know Roman was the guy. When you put down the beast in the manner that he was put down. Listen, this is how Roman Reigns, you already knew what Roman Reigns was going to be. And number one, you can't have a SummerSlam without one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon in 1995. The ladder match, the ladder match to unify the Intercontinental Championship. Who is the right Intercontinental Champion? Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, and Razor Ramon comes out on top. But listen, great match, great ladder match. Again, that put the ladder matches on display. So that's my top five. Come on, y'all give me some. Y'all make some.
Come on now.
Come on now. I think I did a little something. Come on,
Honey.
And get that little manyan. Who wants to grace the top five entry next?
Who got it? Uh-oh.
I'm gonna let Storm
go. Man, it look like you've been doing research, my boy. You can
I'm gonna let Storm go last.
Oh, good Lord.
So he can. I'm gonna let Storm go last so he can close the show because he is the knowledgeable one. He gonna come up with matches that we ain't even don't even realize. But I'm gonna go number 5.
He's already got one of mine.
He got one of mine too. You want to go? You want to flip a coin?
No. Go ahead.
No, you already go. Go ahead and knock it out.
Go ahead and go.
And this is personal preference. I'm gonna go number 5, 2021. Bobby Lashley beats up Goldberg. Y'all remember that? He beat up Goldberg, and you don't realize how bad of an entertainer Goldberg is. He gets hit in the leg with a cane by MVP, and the reaction was so delayed. Then Bobby Lashley went to work. Bobby Lashley went to work on that leg, and then it was deemed that he could not continue the match, and he lost. So now Lashley's gonna beat this dude with a chair, and in comes Goldberg's son to get a hurt lock for his troubles. Remember that?
Oh.
4, we gonna go Roman versus Cena in 2021 when he was talking trash. I'm sorry, Hollywood, but I'm gonna hurt this boy. I'm gonna hurt this boy.
I'm gonna hurt this man.
I mean,
I'm gonna hurt this man.
Although the tribal chief took a few AAs, he took about 3-4 AAs, but still came out on top. Number 3 and number 2, I had a little issue with, but I'm gonna go number 3. I'm gonna go Roman and Brock. That last man standing match, you had the backhoe and him lifting up the ring. You had Brock F5 and Paul Heyman through the table. You had the Usos. You had Austin Theory trying to cash in, but in the end, you had Roman, spearing dude and knocking him down. He hit him with 2 titles, and then they covered him up, and he stood on top of that for the count out. Number 2, I'm gonna go Daniel Bryan and John Cena in 2013.
That's one of John Cena's best matches.
Great match, right? Great match. Daniel Bryan's get the W, but wait, there's more. Mr. Money in the Bank at the time, Randy Orton comes down and cashes in after a pedigree by Triple H. He did his yes, and all that's going on, and here come Randy to steal his thunder. And number 1, I'm gonna go, and this is not, and you know what? This is not for the match itself. Although I watched the match, I said, the match wasn't memorable. I'm gonna go number 1, 1992, The Undertaker against Kamala. If you remember, it could be the greatest ring entrance ever. Undertaker came riding down on the back of a hearse. It was probably the first WrestleMania the first SummerSlam that I ever saw. And we live in this. I think that was the first time that we kind of ordered it without our parents knowing.
He be leaving there like somebody actually coming to him.
I think that's how. Hey, he came down riding on the back of the hearse, and me and Kerry looked at each other like, what? But even in that match, Undertaker won by DQ because Kim T got in and did the damage. Undertaker took 3 splashes, 1 from the ring, 1 from the second rope, 1 from the top rope from Kamala. And at the end, Paul Heyman hit that ring and dude sat up, and Kamala down there broke his neck trying to get out of the way. So that's gonna be my number 1,
yes,
just for that memory of him riding down on the hearse during the ring entrance.
All right, top 5. Storm Brown the South. Who you got?
All right. So we're gonna do this in order. Let's go 1997 SummerSlam, Undertaker versus Bret Hart, with Shawn Michaels as the guest referee. When Bret Hart spit in Shawn Michaels' face, Shawn accidentally hit the Undertaker with the chair, but he had to count the pin. Let's go 2002 SummerSlam, when HBK came back from his 4-year hiatus from the back injury, and the no DQ street fight with Triple H. That was a good match. That was memorable. 2003, Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar for the championship. They always kept it rolling. And then last but not, let's go 2009 SummerSlam, Edge versus Undertaker in the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, good one.
That was right. And in 2015, when the Undertaker came back from losing his streak to fight Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam for the rematch.
That's when he made him tap out? Was that the one?
No, that's when he thought Brock. That's the one where he thought he tapped Undertaker out, but Undertaker flipped it.
Hell's Gate. He put him in the Hell's Gate.
Hey, I'm glad I looked at that Hell in the Cell match with Edge, and I was like, no, because I knew somebody was gonna get it. Hey, listen, it
No,
like
it was a couple. It was a couple of them I looked at that Storm had. I was gonna do, but yeah, that's our top five,
Classics, my
ladies.
brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, if that's you got a top five, we want to know what your top five SummerSlam matches of all time are. Look, let's let us know. We put ours out. We want to know what yours is. We're gonna comment. We're gonna share. We're gonna do it all. That's our top five segment of tonight. Carrie, it's Brainbuster time. Hit us with the Brainbuster. Hit us with the Brainbuster. You've been on a roll lately, so we want to make sure. Not the EO. Come on, hit us with the Brainbuster. Let's go.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Yes. All right. The SummerSlam season, one of my favorite PLEs. It brings back nostalgia. Back in the day, you knew it was time to go back to school, and this was the pay-per-view to close it out. So let's go with this week's question. Who is the first wrestler to open and close a SummerSlam event? It ain't got to be on the same. It won't. No, I'm not saying the same night. Not counting no dark shows, no pre-shows, none of that. Who is the first wrestler to open and close a SummerSlam?
ouch. You suck.
Dun, 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 dun. Who want to go first?
So, who you want to talk about?
Let's see. I think I know. I think I might have this one.
Uh-oh.
I think.
Oh God!
I think I might have this. I've been off lately. I feel like I feel like this one. I'm going with Ted DiBiase.
Damn it! Damn!
1990, baby. He opened up in 1990. Boo!
They didn't even get the answers. Boy, good Lord.
I'm going to go Ted
This
DiBiase.
game sucks.
Young Ted.
You going to go Ted DiBiase too?
Good.
Look, I'm gonna tell you because you know.
What's it?
But I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you what gave. Let me tell you what gave it away because I remember that SummerSlam because you said this is what you said. You said I'm not saying it's the same show, girl. Yes, you are. That's what you said.
No, because I didn't want no one to think that I was saying the person he opened and closed on the same show, like you know, whatever. No,
but that was a talk. But if y'all don't remember, that was a talk. Like Ted DiBiase being that one to come open it up and then end it. I remember that. So when you said, I was like,
no. So Ted DiBiase, I didn't mean it like that. Ted DiBiase was the first one. He closed. He was in the main event in 1988, and then he also opened it as
in 1990.
What's that? IRS. Who was that? What were they called?
Money Inc. or something like that.
Money Inc. Erwin R. Shyster.
Yes, they opened SummerSlam. God damn! Just couldn't even. I was like, oh, that's a good question. I'm gonna go with that one. Man, this game sucks.
Well, I'm back, y'all. I'm back, everybody. Boom, I'm back. Hey, so what's our final thoughts tonight? We got final thoughts. Final thoughts. Storm, we can start with you tonight.
I know it's gonna sound like a broken record, but Jimmy, I'm gonna need you not to help Jacob. It's time for you to start being selfish, my boy, and think about yourself. I understand family is family.
Think about yourself.
Yes, Lord. You know, I understand it. This man is. I get that his family first. I get that whole dynamic. But you be taking L's here lately, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, man. I need for you to handle your business. Your wife done went and handled hers. I need for you to handle your own. You know what I mean? That's my final thought. That's all I'm saying. There's it.
Oh, Great Beard one. Final thoughts. Let's do it.
Well, we got SummerSlam coming up in Jersey. 2 nights. We got match between the tribal chief with the tribal chief and his cousin Jay. They rolling back together against the Bronze. You know, does Seth Rollins make an appearance in this? You know, I mean, is this an? I mean, because I've been reading some stuff. Is this a trap? Is this a trap for Roman, or the kind of, I don't know. It's just a lot. I think they built this up a lot better than they built up some of the WrestleMania matches, and I think that's a good thing, because we was just like, wow, they just throwing this thing together. But I think they've actually kind of, other than this match here, everything has kind of been, set up. But this here, this one, I think there could be some entertaining things going on in this weekend. I'm really in particular to see, because I know Roman's going away, Cody's going away. I just want to see how they play those angles out with them going out and perform, doing movies.
Carrie, final thoughts.
I am curious to see how the rest of this John Cena farewell tour goes. We only got a few appearances left. When are they going to start wrapping this up for real? I mean, as far as if he's going to turn face, which I'm pretty sure that they are going to close his career out with that. So I'm real curious to see what happens next Saturday or Sunday, because that'll be night 2. I'm real curious to see what's going to happen here. So, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing where this goes.
My final thought is I want to know what the criteria is for bringing back older wrestlers to wrestle. What it is.
You got to be breathing.
No, I'm just feeling like, when do they be like, I want to be like, I want to know, when do they be like, you know what, we need Goldberg, or we need Santino Morella. Like, I need to know, like, we need Nikki Bella. These are the things. You know what? You know. Matter of fact, we need Trish for this. Like, the Undertaker. I need him. I want to know what the criteria is. What is it that makes them say
we need this?
Or is it a contract thing? Because it's a contract, like Legends contracts. You get TV appearances maybe once. I don't know. I don't know what that is. But
it's just like Joe Hendrick, my boy. Say his name. Say that name.
I don't care what the audience, you call Goldberg all you want. Listen. But my whole thing is, do we need, just like you say all the time, Storm, we got all this, we got all this talent, and some of this talent not getting these slots and these spots. And if we're bringing these talent up and we have faith in these talent, then we should let them do their thing. Like, I get the mystique and I get the whole nostalgia thing, but when there's enough, it's enough. Right.
Can I say this here?
We ain't gonna see Goldberg no more.
But see, that was the exact reason why my top 5, number 5, was Bobby Lashley beating up Goldberg, because after Goldberg had his retirement match, he said something like he should have been on the PLE. No, we seen what happened last time he was on the PLE. You got beat down, and your son got in the ring, and he got choked out. No, we don't need that. Your family's messy. Go on about your business.
And that was too. And that was 22, wasn't
it?
That was 20.
And I think,
hey,
and,
listen,
and again,
he should not have jumped on. He should have not have jumped on the champion. That was 21.
And all I'm saying, 21. All I'm saying is, again, we're good. Like, I feel like we are fine. Like, I love them coaching. I love them behind the scene, general managing. This is what, this is fine. But then we cross the line when we start seeing tights. And when we start seeing promos of them getting ready. This is what, and I'm done right here. This is what did it for me when Goldberg was getting ready for the match. He was injuring himself getting ready for the match. Y'all, that's been the Ring Report. That's our final thoughts. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us tonight. Listen, again, thank you for all of what you've been doing. Subscribing, 7K. Listen, we wouldn't be where we are without you guys. We're so excited. Thank you for watching our shorts. Listen, hang on in there and watch the show a little bit longer for us. Listen, we want that. We'll appreciate that. But all the stuff that we're getting, thank you. This has been the Ring Report. I am Eric Battle, the best moderator of any WWE podcast. These are my cousins, right? This is the show. We appreciate y'all. Until next time. See you later.